Let's look at this question. BCCI recently published a list of 40 contracted players for the year 2016-17. A contracted player plays one or more of the three formats of the game: test matches, one-day internationals, and T20. BCCI regards one-day internationals as the most important form of the game, followed by tests. Hence, the number of players playing tests cannot be more than the number of players playing ODIs. Pay attention to this condition. It says cannot be more. Can they be equal? Yes. But has to be more than the number of players playing T20s. Okay. Number of players playing test have to be greater than number of players playing T20s. But test and ODI can be equal. Either ODI is singularly the largest group or it is joint largest. Okay. Let me draw a Venn diagram to represent these different game formats. So we have tests, we have ODI, and we have T20. Okay. 1/3 of the players who play both T20s and ODIs also play tests. Understand, when they're talking of people who play both T20 and ODI, so they're talking of both these regions. Among these, 1/3 play tests. So they're talking of this region. If this is X, both these regions together should be 3X. So this region by itself is 2X. If this is X, this region by itself is 2X. Okay. Number of players who play only tests is 5 times the number of players who play all three forms. So only tests is 5X, and 200% more than the players who play only T20s. So if 5X is 200% more, it is 3 times the number of people who play only T20. So number of people who play only T20 will be 5 by 3X. Okay. There is no player who plays tests and T20s but not ODIs. So this region is 0. 14 players play T20s. So T20, the 4 different regions within T20 are these 4, and their summation is 14. This should enable me to get a precise value of X. So 5 by 3X plus 3X, or 14X by 3. 14X by 3 is equal to 14, or X is equal to 3. So what this means is this region is 5, this region is 3, this region is 6, this region is 15. Now look at ODIs. Look at ODIs. Look at ODIs. If this is Y, how much will this be? You have 15 here, you have 3, so 18. 18 plus 6, 24. 24 plus 5, 29. So these two regions together should be 11, because there were only 40 players who were contracted. These two regions should together be 11. If this is Y, this should be 11 minus Y. Now, how many people play ODI in total? We can find that out. 11 minus Y plus Y is 11. 11 plus 9. So ODI would be 20. Number of people playing ODI would be 20. Number of people playing tests would be 18 plus Y. These two regions, this is 0. So 15 plus 3, 18. 18 plus Y. And we also know 18 plus Y has to be less than equal to 20. So Y has to be a whole number. So different values that Y can take are 0 or 1 or 2. These different values we can get. Okay. Now let's look at the first question. Find the maximum number of players who play tests as well as some other form of the game. So we need a summation of these three regions. This is 0, this is 3. The maximum possible value of Y is 2. So 2 plus 3. Maximum number of players who play tests as well as some other form of the game. Answer will be 5. Question 2. Which of the following statements can be deduced from the given data? 20 players play ODIs. Yes, this can be deduced. So this seems like the answer, but as of now we will not mark it. We will check the other options also. Second option is 20 players play test matches. Players who play test matches is 18 plus Y. Now Y can take any value among 0, 1, 2. So it could be 18 or 19 or 20. This cannot be deduced. 30 players play only one form of the game. Players who play only one form of the game are 15 plus 5, which is 20. 20 plus 11, 31. 31 minus Y. If y is equal to 1, then 30 players play only one form of the game. If y is equal to 0, it would be 31. So this is not a guaranteed outcome. Last D, players playing both test and ODIs but not T20s. So this region of Y is 1/3 of the players playing both ODIs and T20s but not tests. ODI and T20 but not tests. So this 6. Y can be 1/3 of 6, but Y is always 1/3 of 6. This is not a guaranteed outcome. So this is also not the answer. Definitely answer is option A. Let's look at question 3 now. If the number of players playing tests is equal to the number of players playing ODIs, number of players playing tests is equal to the number of players playing ODI, which means for this question y is equal to 2. Only then do you get this. How many players play exactly 2 out of the 3 formats of the game? So y is equal to 2. This is 2. This is 3. This is 6. 2 plus 3 plus 6 is 11. Answer to this question is 11. Last question. Due to the hectic schedules, the word has been misprint. BCCI introduces a new policy which stated that no player can play both test matches and ODIs. So these two regions here have to turn to 0. So out of the players who used to play both, 2 players now play test matches and T20s. Okay, so this has become 2 now. 2 people have shifted here. 2 players now play test matches and T20s. 1 plays only ODIs. So this has increased by 1. And the others play only T20s. See, the total number of people here in these two regions together was 3 plus y, of which 2 have gone here, 1 have gone here. So y people are left, and these y people will now play only T20. So y has come here. This region is now 0. This region is now 0. Okay, let's see how many people play the different games now. How many people play tests? How many people play tests? Test players would be 17. How many people play ODI? 11 plus 1, 12. 12 plus 6, or 12 plus 6, 18. 18 minus y. So ODI players would be 18 minus y. Okay. And how many people will play T20? 2 plus 6 plus 5. 2 plus 6 plus 5. So it will be 13 plus y. 13 plus y and 18 minus y. These are the totals for T20 and ODI. For test, the total will be 17. Okay. First is 13 players play T20s. Is it compulsory that 13 players play T20s? Not necessary. If y is equal to 0, then yes. If y is equal to 1, then not true. So this is not always true. This is not always true. Gone. Next is an equal number of players play test matches and ODIs. An equal number of players play test matches and ODIs. Okay. Test matches is 17 and ODIs is 18 minus y. If y is equal to 1, yes, they would be equal, but it is not always necessarily true. It is always not always necessarily true. Okay. So effectively, right now you can see that neither A is always true nor B is always true. But when you look at the options, only A is true is wrong. Only B is true is wrong. Both A and B are true is wrong. By default, you are left with option D. You would have to mark it as either A or B. Let's also check. When is A true? A is true when y is equal to 0. When y is equal to 0, then number of players playing T20 would be how many? Number of players playing T20 would be 30. Wonderful. This is done. When y is equal to 1, what would happen? Number of players, equal number of players playing test matches in ODI. I would get T20 would be 13, so first part would be true. When y is equal to 1, ODI would be 17. This part is always also true. When y is equal to 2, That is the third case, y could be equal to 2. If y is equal to 2 or y is equal to 2, I can't infer anything, because then T20s would be 15, ODI would be 16. So this can possibly be true, this can possibly be true. Therefore, the answer to the question is either A or B.